And whenever these trials come about, the closer you get to the trial date, a lot of things start happening to remove people from the case that are going to strengthen the case for the prosecution. And I feel like we're watching that take place now with one of the male sex worker guys who provided tapes to the feds. He's disappeared. And this is similar to what happened in the Tory Lanez case, where the bodyguard whose DNA was on the weapon, he disappeared.
Day 5 of testimony in the Diddy trial has wrapped, and more celebrity names allegedly tied to him are emerging. Jurors were shown a list of A-listers expected to come up during the case, and one of Diddy's former bodyguards has stepped forward, claiming he was paid to keep quiet. This points to Diddy not acting alone, but as part of a broader circle shielding his actions. Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, and others were name-dropped as jury selection began on May 5th in New York. NBC News reports that jurors were presented with over 100 names, including celebrities like Mike Myers, to gauge if any ties would impact impartiality. Though these stars aren't accused, their inclusion raised questions. The list also featured women who've filed legal complaints against Combs, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, whose November 2023 lawsuit was settled just a day after filing, and Danity Kane's Dawn Richard, who sued in September. Diddy has denied the allegations. As the trial moves forward, multiple witnesses and victims have vanished, and sources suggest this could be only the beginning. Everyone who dares to speak out against Diddy seems to face grim consequences. During an interview on Piers Morgan's show, celebrity bodyguard Big Homie Cece revealed he was threatened after breaking his silence about the music mogul. He also hinted that Kim Porter's sudden death from pneumonia may not have been as straightforward as it seemed, suggesting there's more beneath the surface. With disturbing patterns emerging, it's becoming clear that unsettling events are unfolding behind closed doors, and this case might just be the tip of the iceberg.
Right. Well, Piers, let me ask you a question. From your journalistic perspective, have you ever noticed how in this industry, people untimely meet their demise as soon as somebody else seems like they're having a problem? Have you ever seen that before?
Well, there was, of course, the case of one of his other ex-girlfriends, Kim Porter, who died of pneumonia at a very young age. You just referenced your own situation with pneumonia that you believe was deliberate poisoning. Do you believe that may be what happened to her?
Justin Bieber is finally addressing the controversy surrounding Diddy, making it clear he wants no part in the unfolding scandal. What's surprising is the timing. Justin stayed silent for nearly a year, only speaking up once celebrity names started surfacing. Was this a calculated move, or is something else going on? In a statement to Entertainment Tonight, Bieber's rep said, "Although Justin is not among Sean Combs' victims, there are individuals who were genuinely harmed by him." The rep also emphasized that shifting attention away from these victims only delays the justice they deserve. As Diddy faces charges for sex trafficking and racketeering, allegations he denies, interest has reignited in his past relationship with Bieber. Old footage of the two spending time together when Justin was still underage is now circulating online, raising concerns. In one clip, Diddy can be heard saying, "Let's just go get some girls," suggesting a close and questionable dynamic between them. Another resurfaced moment from Jimmy Kimmel Live has fans even more uneasy. Justin joked about receiving a Lamborghini from Diddy and having access to his house, only to be quickly shut down when he started revealing more than intended. "Everything ain't for everybody," Diddy said, hinting that there were things best left unsaid. All of this is unfolding as Justin's recent erratic social media behavior continues to worry fans, fueling speculation that the singer may be dealing with more than he's letting on. After weeks of silence, believers are now wondering what Justin Bieber may have witnessed behind the scenes of the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, Dawn Richard, a former member of Danity Kane, a girl group formed by Diddy, has come forward with powerful testimony in court. Richard, who is suing Diddy for sexual harassment, recently took the stand and gave a chilling account of the abuse she says she witnessed and endured while working under his management. According to her, Diddy maintained a disturbing level of control over several artists in his orbit. After Danity Kane disbanded, Richard joined Diddy's next project, Dirty Money. While testifying, she described a shocking incident from 2009 at Diddy's Los Angeles home, claiming she saw him strike Cassie Ventura with a skillet full of eggs. "I was scared for her. I was scared to do anything," she told the jury. Her court appearance comes 8 months after she filed a lawsuit alleging years of mistreatment, including groping, physical assault, and being held against her will. The September filing, obtained by Entertainment Tonight, details how Combs would regularly conduct meetings with her while dressed only in his underwear, despite her repeated pleas for basic professional boundaries. Richard also alleges he forced her to strip down, made cruel comments about her body, barged into her dressing room while she was undressed, and touched her without consent, all under the pretense of giving instructions to her stylist.
You understand? Because you might not like it. Something is wrong if you don't think that dude groomed that young girl. Took that impressionable young girl who wanted to be a star, who wanted all her dreams that she had to come true, and fed her drugs, fed her pills, fed her alcohol, and fed her mushrooms and things that she never took before.
Everything Diddy tried to keep hidden is finally being dragged into the light, and the situation has gotten so serious that even his own legal team is shifting their approach. In court, his lawyers are now acknowledging that Diddy's actions are indefensible and violent, trying to draw a line between domestic abuse and the more serious charges he's facing. Fox News reported on the disturbing testimonies shared with the jury, painting a chilling portrait of Sean Combs as someone who manipulated, threatened, and drugged people, often using violence and intimidation during filmed sexual encounters he referred to as freak-offs. For the first time, jurors were shown a graphic video allegedly capturing Diddy physically assaulting his then-girlfriend. A male escort also took the stand, testifying that he witnessed that same woman being repeatedly beaten. He claimed Diddy later attempted to pay off a hotel security guard with a wad of cash to destroy the footage. What shocked many in the courtroom was the defense's opening statement, where Diddy's attorney admitted that he committed domestic violence, but then argued that this didn't amount to sex trafficking, the main charge against him. While technically true, prosecutors made it clear that this violent behavior is a key piece of the larger racketeering case, which includes allegations of kidnapping, arson, sexual assault, bribery, and obstruction, suggesting Diddy was running a criminal enterprise. Even his attorney conceded that his actions were, in her own words, inexcusable. Diddy's defense is now walking a razor-thin line. His lawyers have admitted in court that his actions are indefensible, and even suggested he might be a sexual deviant, but quickly argued that this doesn't necessarily make him a criminal. As defenses go, it's not exactly a strong one, especially considering what's been revealed so far. On the very day of his arrest, when he allegedly knew he was about to be taken in and had moved to New York to surrender, Diddy was reportedly still engaging in his so-called freak-offs. When law enforcement entered his hotel room, they found $9,000 in cash and several bags filled with bottles of baby oil and Astroglide. During the 5th day of the trial, Homeland Security Special Agent Yasin Binda testified, giving jurors a clearer picture of what was discovered. He described the contents of the hotel room in detail. Photos were shown of the closet packed with plastic bags containing Johnson & Johnson baby oil and multiple bottles of lubricant. According to Agent Binda, this was not the behavior of someone trying to lay low. Despite knowing his home had already been raided and an arrest was imminent, Diddy was allegedly still carrying on as if nothing was happening. Further evidence showed that a Louis Vuitton bag contained medications under the name Frank Black, which Cassie Ventura had previously claimed was one of Diddy's known aliases. There were also medicine bottles filled with pink powder. Lab tests confirmed the substances to be ketamine and MDA. Customs and Border Protection presented the test results and even passed the physical evidence around the courtroom. More bags and materials were found in a black mini backpack, adding to the growing pile of damning physical evidence. Several big-name celebrities are reportedly worried, and Justin Bieber isn't the first to distance himself from Diddy amid the trial. Will Smith and Dallas pastor T.D. Jakes have also stepped back, knowing their names might come up when tapes are played in court. None of this is new. Diddy's alleged sex slave Jonathan Audi revealed similar claims in 2018, but no one believed him then. He told officers Diddy was pimping out Cassie and hosting freak-offs, but was dismissed as crazy. This mirrors what Orlando Brown said. Anyone mentioning Diddy was labeled crazy or blacklisted. Brown accused several artists, including Rick, Ross, and others, of being involved in secret misconduct. Audi also claimed Diddy would masturbate and direct him during encounters with Cassie, describing about 15 such incidents. Once ignored, these claims are now gaining attention as the trial unfolds. You mentioned seeing Buster at the airport too, saying he never acted like he didn't know you. Then there's talk about Drake. No, you didn't smash him, but you made love to Drake and also Cat Williams. You named a lot of people, Terrence Howard, Usher, and more. Cat Williams even called out Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you can see how T.D. Jakes and Geno Jennings responded. One said, "I came into this business ready to expose, talking about Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and got canceled. It's not about race. It's about God's side and the other side. All these big deviant names are facing the truth in 2024. Doesn't matter if you're Diddy, T.D. Jakes, or anyone else. All lies will be revealed. And if anyone takes offense, well, that's on them. They know the truth." Diddy's lawyers tried the same old defense, claiming the case was about race and that Diddy was targeted because he's black. But that argument fell apart as more details of his actions came out. His lawyer, Mark Agnall, openly said race would be a key part of the defense. Many see this trial as an attack on a successful black man who built major businesses and made significant cultural impact. But the case is pushing to reduce him to something far less. A large part of society is now forced to see Diddy as a monster, which should make us all uneasy. Interestingly, Diddy's lead lawyer, Mark Agnall, is white, as is his co-counsel Tenny. Garrigus, and even Agnall's father, who is expected to play a big role in the case, is white. This raises questions about the optics of the defense team. Meanwhile, jurors will likely hear from a series of black women claiming victimization by Diddy. Having a predominantly white legal team defending him might unintentionally make these alleged victims appear targeted by a powerful, high-priced defense. This could influence how jurors perceive the case. Adding to the weight of evidence, an LAPD officer who once worked at the hotel where Diddy allegedly held his freak-offs testified that Diddy tried to bribe him with a large sum to keep silent. This security guard had video proof of the incident, and that footage is now a key part of the prosecution. The first witness, Officer Israel Flores, was on duty back in 2016 when the now infamous video surfaced showing Diddy allegedly assaulting Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway. The court watched the footage from multiple angles to understand what happened. A warning was given. The content is disturbing. The video shows Diddy kicking, dragging, and grabbing Cassie by her neck and hair repeatedly. At one point, Cassie reaches a phone in the hotel lobby and calls for help. A security guard arrives, separates them, and escorts them back to the hotel room. Cassie tells the guard she wants to leave, but Diddy reportedly insists she stays. When they opened the hotel room door, the situation escalated further. According to the officer, there was another man in the hotel room during the incident. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, also spoke out, saying Diddy called him 58 times, pressuring him to stay silent and insisting that enough is enough. Diddy reportedly used people close to him, his chief of staff, Christina Korm, and his security team to monitor others and make people disappear. Gene Deal said, "Puff wasn't right. What he did to people around us, it wasn't right. His stubbornness, lies, and refusal to be truthful cost many lives. I warned him, if we don't stop this, people are going to die." He recalls telling the whole crew, Slick, Nord Bunny, Big Boy, Eddie, that night's events led to 9 deaths. Cassie Ventura, now testifying against Diddy, named Christina Korm as someone who kept tabs on her for Diddy. She admitted to unknowingly taking ecstasy from a Gatorade bottle early in their relationship before describing the abuse she endured. When asked how Diddy monitored her, Cassie explained that since they lived nearby, he'd send security or trusted assistants, like David James or Christina Korm, to find her. Christina Korm has been named in multiple civil lawsuits with Diddy, and hearing Cassie mention her sent chills up many spines. Back in 2018 and earlier, when Cassie and Diddy were together, Christina was only an assistant, not yet his chief of staff, but this likely won't be the last time her name surfaces. In this case, we're hearing more about Christina Korm, and it's shocking to realize her involvement started so early. Diddy's former assistant, Philip Pines, who once worked closely with him, admitted to testifying before the grand jury. In a documentary interview, Pines revealed numerous pieces of evidence, including text messages between himself and Christina, Courtroom requesting various supplies for the infamous freak-offs. All of this appears linked to the mysterious disappearance of a key victim. Just days before she was scheduled to testify, this crucial witness, referred to as Victim 3, vanished and remains missing. It's hard to believe this is just a coincidence. She had agreed to testify openly, despite knowing the risks from Diddy, and now it seems those fears came true. As jury selection nears completion in Sean Diddy Combs' case, prosecutors prepare for opening arguments but face a significant setback: the disappearance of this key witness. Meanwhile, Combs' ex-girlfriend, seen in video evidence being abused, is now reportedly pregnant. Les Trent reports that Victim 3, set to reveal her identity in court, has pulled out, and prosecutors can't contact her. Some suggest she may just be having second thoughts or feeling nervous. While the prosecution insists this won't heavily impact the case, as they have other alleged victims lined up, it's still a blow. Adding to the challenges, a juror has requested removal from the panel due to personal well-being issues. Amidst all this, 50 Cent remains one of the few voices openly commenting on the situation. About Diddy's upcoming Netflix docuseries Did He Do It, set for early 2025 release, 50 Cent reportedly shares exclusive insights. According to reports, Diddy is working with Kanye to file cease and desist orders trying to block the series. Cent says he never lived that lifestyle or went to those parties, but he was uncomfortable with how Diddy invited him to the projects to party. That alone made him stay away. He's surprised by the allegations against Diddy, just like everyone else. The recent claims include 3 men saying they were drugged, some incidents going back 20 years, and 50 Cent finds that hard to process. Jay-Z's allegations, 50 Cent admits he was confused at first, wondering why Jay-Z was quiet during the drama. But now it seems Jay-Z's team was aware of the accusations against him too. 50 hopes things will work out for Jay-Z and his family, acknowledging how serious the claims are. Judge Aaron Subramanian confirmed that the freak-off tapes will be played in court, but won't be shown to the public or reporters to protect the victim's privacy. He emphasized that such sensitive videos shouldn't be shown in open court due to the risk of re-victimization. The judge confirmed jurors will see the freak-off videos during the trial. These include sexual encounters involving Cassie Ventura, another woman named Jane, male escorts, and Diddy himself. However, the public and media won't get to view them. The judge is still deciding on that. Right now, the trial continues with the cross-examination of Daniel Philip Julie, a male stripper Cassie hired to participate in those acts. From missing witnesses to explosive testimonies, this trial is shaping up to be the biggest scandal hip-hop has ever witnessed. With 50 Cent's docu-series dropping soon, things are only going to get more intense. If you want to stay updated on this wild story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. There's a lot more coming, and it's far from over.